Hi, my name is Kaustubh Zamzar and my project partner is Sanket Mehrotra. We are going to present on the topic of exploring resource optimized temporal convolution networks for network anomaly detection. This will be the outline for the following presentation. At first, the problem statement will be given, followed by technical challenges, related works, approach and results, and in the last, broader impact. Problem statement. The goal of this project is to implement, analyze, and explore the performance of a popular deep neural network architecture called the Temporal Convolution Network (TCN) on an anomaly detection task. We frame the anomaly detection task as an offline supervised learning classification problem and apply it on a published dataset of in-vehicle canvas packets. We implement software model optimizations to gauge the possibility of running this model on resource-constrained devices. Finally, we compare the performance of the model to a baseline LSTM model on the same task. Technical challenges. The CAN-bus network protocol is a major reason why in-vehicle networks are quite vulnerable to various sorts of attacks, both physical and wireless. Anomaly detection is a widely researched problem in various types of network security applications. CAN-bus intrusion detection systems are often framed as stochastic, classic ML or deep ML based models. LSTMs and TCNs are models that are relatively complex and their available implementations have some compatibility issues. The dataset that we selected is published, but we feel it is not targeted towards machine learning applications. Adapting the dataset required acquiring domain knowledge about CAN networks. Previously done related work is divided into three categories: metric-based, classic machine learning-based, and deep neural network-based. Metric-based has the example of calculating timestamp delay and offset ratios. It is fast but not robust. Classic machine learning-based has the example of cluster packets based on Euclidean distance and nearest neighbors, but the detection accuracy is poor. Deep neural network has the example of monitor signal level granularity to detect attacks. The framework is lightweight, has full low false positive rate, high accuracy and fast inference, and has the results are very promising. Intrusion detection system can be divided into two categories: signature based and machine learning based. Signature based IDS can have fast detection times and very few false positives. Signature based methods match traffic patterns against known attacks. They can offer low error rates and can helpfully classify the attacks, but they are not ideal for unknown attacks. Whereas machine learning based IDS learn higher dimensional relationship between seemingly unrelated message packets, and they are ideal for known and as well as unknown attacks. These are the papers on the previously done related work.
Hello everyone, I'm Sanket Mehrotra and I'll be covering our experimental approach, results, and I'll conclude with the broader impact and future work of our project. Our dataset is published by researchers at Korea University in 2017. It's called the OTIDS CAN intrusion dataset, and it consists of 4 sub-datasets, each containing the message logs of a network either in the steady state or under attack. Some of these datasets are evenly balanced, while some have an extreme lack of balance in class representations. This can cause bias in a model unless measures are taken to avoid it. We choose to combine the denial of service and attack-free datasets seen over here to obtain a slightly better class distribution. These are diagrams of our baseline models. The LSTM on the left was built using the Keras TensorFlow API and had only 10 cells. The TCN on the right was implemented using the Keras TCN package and had around 95,000 weights. Our results show an overwhelming win for the LSTM in terms of model simplicity, size, number of weights, and most importantly, accuracy. Our focus on TCNs led us to explore software model optimizations such as compression and quantization of weights. We see here that in one of our experiments, dynamic quantization did reduce the size, but increased inference time and reduced model accuracy by 5%. From our studies, we have shown that quantization has an adverse effect on accuracy for TCNs. Our experiments also show that LSTMs can perform better than TCNs for classifications on the same dataset. One of our work's limitations include eliciting the best performance in both models via more hyperparameter tuning. Extensions to our work would include testing on sequence-to-sequence tasks, measuring performance with better metrics like ROC curves and F1 scores, and running our tests on evenly balanced, confidently labeled datasets. Thank you very much and have a good day.